RHOSLC, Mary Cosby's son Robert Jr. dead at 23. 11:20 a.m. Pacific Time. Mary Cosby tells TMZ, "Our beloved son Robert Jr. has been called home to the Lord. Though our hearts ache, we take comfort in God's promise and in knowing He is finally at peace. We are grateful for your prayers and trust in the Lord to carry us through this time of sorrow." Robert Cosby Jr., the son of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Mary Cosby, is dead, TMZ has learned. Robert died Monday in Utah. The cause of death is unclear, but police responded to a possible overdose, and it turned into a death investigation upon arrival. Police in Salt Lake City tell us they responded Monday night to a call for a full arrest/medical emergency for a 23-year-old male. We're told fire and paramedics were dispatched. His death comes only a couple months after Robert's wife, Alexiana Smokoff, filed for divorce. Robert appeared on RHOSLC a few times over the years. During season 4, there was a storyline about Mary learning Robert had secretly gotten married right under her nose. The wedding reportedly went down in August 2022 at a Utah courthouse. RHOSLC made Robert and Alexiana's alleged drug problems a big part of Mary's storyline, too. Robert had numerous legal issues. As we first reported, he was arrested in Utah back in September for a number of alleged crimes, including trespassing and assault. He was previously arrested for DUI in 2022 when cops said he didn't have a license and disobeyed traffic laws. He ended up pleading guilty to the DUI. He got out of prison in February. The news surrounding the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City has often been dramatic, controversial, and headline-making. But nothing could have prepared viewers for the devastating report that Robert Cosby Jr., the son of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast member Mary Cosby, has died at just 23 years old. For fans who have followed Mary's complex and often polarizing journey on the series, her identity has always extended far beyond reality television. Before the cameras, before the confessionals, before the couture and controversy, she was a mother. And Robert Jr. was at the center of that world. On screen, Robert Jr. appeared sparingly. He wasn't chasing spotlight or storyline. In fleeting moments, viewers saw a quiet young man, soft-spoken, reserved, seemingly protective of his privacy in a franchise built on exposure. Those glimpses now feel tender and fragile, like memories preserved in glass. Mary Cosby has always been portrayed as enigmatic, her humor dry, her expressions unpredictable, her faith central to her life. As the First Lady of Faith Temple Pentecostal Church in Salt Lake City, she often spoke about destiny, divine purpose, and spiritual warfare. But grief is not something theology easily shields a parent from. The loss of a child shatters titles. It silences public personas. It strips away spectacle. At 23, life is still forming. It is a bridge between becoming and being. Robert Jr. belonged to a generation navigating extraordinary pressures, social media scrutiny, economic uncertainty, identity in a hyper-connected world. For children of public figures, that weight can be even heavier. Fame, even secondhand, reshapes normalcy. Privacy becomes rare. Mistakes feel amplified. Growing up under a lens, even one not always directly pointed, changes a person. What makes this loss particularly poignant is the contrast between reality television's heightened drama and real-life tragedy. On RHOSLC, arguments erupt over dinners, friendships fracture over misunderstandings, alliances shift with each episode. But grief does not fit into episodic arcs. There is no reunion special that can untangle it. No producer can edit it into resolution. For Mary Cosby, motherhood was often referenced as her grounding force. In interviews, she spoke of wanting the best for her son, of guiding him through adulthood while balancing the expectations of church leadership and television fame. Those dual worlds, spiritual authority and pop culture notoriety, are rarely easy to reconcile. Yet through it all, Robert Jr. remained her constant. The tragedy of losing someone so young reverberates beyond a single family. It prompts uncomfortable questions about mental health, community support, and the silent battles many young adults fight. It forces reflection on how often we truly check in with those who appear fine. In the age of curated images and filtered realities, pain can hide in plain sight. Fans across social media have responded with an outpouring of sympathy. Even critics who once questioned Mary's eccentricities have paused to offer compassion. Because grief has a way of humanizing everyone. It reminds us that behind every headline is a heartbeat. Behind every meme is a mother. Reality television thrives on narrative control, heroes, villains, redemption arcs. But loss refuses to follow a script. It is raw, nonlinear, and deeply personal. The death of Robert Jr. stands as a sobering reminder that beyond the glamour and conflict of Bravo's universe lies real life, with stakes far greater than ratings. There is something especially haunting about Youth Interrupted. 23 is an age of unfinished plans, careers just beginning, relationships evolving, identities still solidifying. It's an age when parents are meant to watch their children step forward, not say goodbye. For viewers who have watched Mary Cosby navigate friendships, feuds, and faith crises, this chapter reframes everything. The woman often labeled mysterious now stands in the most universal role of all, a grieving parent. And in that space, labels dissolve. As conversations continue about the pressures young adults face today, Robert Jr.'s passing underscores the urgency of compassion. Checking in, listening closely, taking emotional struggles seriously, extending grace before judgment. These are lessons that stretch far beyond one family or one television show. The lights of reality TV will continue to shine. Episodes will air. Storylines will unfold. But somewhere outside the frame, a mother mourns her son. And that reality outweighs them all. In moments like this, spectacle fades. What remains is love, and the immeasurable ache left behind when it has nowhere to land.